All right, you Bulldogs, coming at you with some attendance updates. We're going to talk about directions for taking teacher attendance in various models. Today we're going to focus primarily on the hybrid model. Let's start by talking about teacher tardies for our hybrid model. Hybrid students that are in person can be marked as tardy if they are late to class up to 15 minutes without a pass. Distance students are not marked tardy. They are either present or absent. Now we're going to talk about teacher absences. We're specifically going to discuss teacher absences for the hybrid model. In-person students during the hybrid model would be marked absent if they do not attend class and do not submit their attendance and do not submit an assignment. We have several students who are doing distance learning during their in-person days due to various reasons. Those students should be marked present unless they do not submit their attendance and they do not submit an assignment for the day. The last thing we'll talk about is students being marked as present. In-person students are present if they attend a class or submit their attendance or submit an assignment. In-person students submitting the attendance form or submitting an assignment is for students that are on our distance learning sheet that Emily McMullen sends out each day. Distance students will be marked present if they submit their attendance or submit an assignment. Distance learning students are our students at Brooklyn Middle still and need to be given assignments to complete at home. One key thing to remember is that you must press submit for your attendance to be recorded, even if all students in class are present. Let's take a minute and talk about when attendance needs to be submitted. Attendance for in-person students needs to be submitted during the 8 a.m. advisory and first hour by 9:12 each day. The accuracy of this attendance is critical as it generates a phone call to the family notifying them that their student has not arrived to school. The remaining hours, 2 through 7, need to be submitted by 4 p.m. that day. Attendance for distance students needs to be taken by 3 p.m. the day after the students were distanced. We're going to model that right now to show you what that might look like. When taking attendance, the easiest way to do this is to take attendance for your A-day students each hour throughout the course of the day. You'll begin by taking a look at your seating chart and then taking a look at your students to see who is present and who's absent. As you can see, Miss Johnson is absent today. So I'll mark Miss Johnson as absent. The next step for attendance would be to refer to your attendance sheet for each of your students that are in your class. This way, when you notice that Donnie Green didn't submit his attendance for yesterday, you can go have a conversation with Mr. Green right now and ask him. Perhaps he submitted an assignment instead and he can clarify what happened. To make this easier for teachers, we've broken down which attendance for which students needs to be taken and by when for each day. Please note that completing attendance for distance students needs to be done by the following day at 3 p.m. This makes using the model we demonstrated earlier a good approach to assure that attendance is taken for both in-person and distance students. From one Bulldog to another, we appreciate all you're doing, and we know that attendance is a lot of work. For now, this is the most up-to-date information we have, and we'll bring you more information as we get it. From your fearless leaders, Kim and Megan.